my gosh, I feel like this video is 11 years in the making. Oh my god. Okay. Handbag collection. I brought you into my closet. The lighting is not the best. I would much rather be in front of my windows where I have good natural light. The fluorescent light in here is the worst. It's on my to-do list, on my house to-do list to replace this light. But for the sake of convenience and not lugging all of my bags out there, we're gonna just roll with it. Most of my handbags are in this cabinet or built-ins that we did in our closet. If you haven't seen my closet makeover, I'll put a link below. We did this when we moved in, and this was something that I had requested, to just have like a glass cabinet so I could keep most of my handbags behind. They're not all back there, but most of them. I also have a drawer down here of like smaller leather goods and smaller handbags. I'm not gonna share though, maybe I will. We'll see how timing goes. But I am super excited. This is a video you guys have been asking me to film since I started YouTube. Pretty much. Handbags have always been a passion of mine. What I save my money for, it is what gets me really excited. I would shop at Target for the rest of my life and Walmart for clothes if it meant I could buy myself a nice handbag. It's a splurge. It's just what I like to do. I really don't feel like I need to put a disclaimer in here other than I have worked very hard for what I have. When I graduated college, I lived at home with my parents for a few years, and I had my own job. I've had my own job since college, whether that's working from home or in the corporate world, but worked hard, and I'm proud of what is behind me because it's a testament to how hard I have worked. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna show you every bag that I have, tell you maybe little stories that are associated, tell you the bags that still really like give me butterflies when I see them, and maybe the bags that don't give me the butterflies anymore. I actually don't have that many, to be honest, that don't thrill me. For the most part, I really wholeheartedly, absolutely love the collection that I have built. So let's get started. I think it would be most appropriate, first bag for me to share being my very first big girl handbag purchase, and I still remember I bought this with my first check at my first job out of college. So again, very proud moment. And some of you might know what this is, but I don't think a lot of you will. It is this bag. This is my Balenciaga city bag. First bag. This is like my baby. Like, I had this bag even before I had Mr. Jakers. This is such a nostalgic bag. I actually ordered this on eBay, and I was so nervous to do that. I really wanted this color. At the time, it was called Black Cherry, I believe. I really, really wanted this color. I couldn't find it anywhere else. I did a ton of research. I had the seller authenticated. It came with like a what do you call it? Tag that you can't remove if you wanted to return the bag. It's legit. I've had it since authenticated, but it's Balenciaga City. It is a really beautiful like burgundy dark cherry bag. I have a couple other cities, so you're gonna get to see them, but I love this bag. Gotten so much better over the years. The leather, how it feels. It has all this like veining that I just love. Oh my gosh, maybe I do need to move in front of my window. Should I? I feel like you're not gonna get a true view of these beauties. Okay, let me move you. So much better. Yes, this is the Balenciaga City bag, dark cherry. I love this bag. Like I was saying, it's definitely gotten better in time. I will have this bag forever. Just so happens that burgundy became a very trendy color for fall and winter over the past several years. It's one of my favorite colors, and now I have this bag that's like vintage for me. There is some wearing on the handles, slight wearing, but I feel like that's just a testament to how much I've used this bag. Also, the tassels have kind of ripped off here and there, and I know you can get them replaced, but for me it's not like massive. This little zipper broke here. I mean, when I tell you this was like my baby, I love this bag, and you'll probably see me carrying it a lot this fall. Also has a little shoulder strap. So I just love this. Next, I don't even know what order to go in. Should I just show you? I think I'm gonna just show you, I'll keep the brands together. That might make things easier. So then I have a couple other city bags. I just fell in love with like the style of it. And this, I think this bag I got after I saw Kim Kardashian with it. This is another city bag in the color Sahara. I love this color for summer. It's kind of like a yellowy tan. It's very light. It's very pretty. I really love this, and I don't know why I don't carry it more often. And I love the city bags because they're just big pockets. So they're a good catch-all and fit a lot of stuff. And I do really love the shoulder strap as well. So the Sahara, and then I have a Black City Balenciaga. This is one of those bags that I could part with and I wouldn't be that upset about it. None of these have the silver hardware. All of them have the same like classic hardware, and I like that. The silver hardware tends to weigh the bag down, make it a lot heavier. I do have one other Balenciaga. It's currently listed on my Poshmark account. It has silver hardware. I'm not even going to show it to you because I don't really consider it part of my collection anymore because I've kind of over it and I'm just looking to sell it at this point. That one has silver hardware. It's like a gray hobo. But yeah, the leather on this one is much different. It's much stiffer. It's still soft, but stiffer, not as broken in as my city bag. So I don't know. I don't know the first thing about selling handbags outside of like Poshmark, but I might try to look into that for this bag. So there's that. All right. Next, let's do Chanel, shall we? Because that is my favorite brand. So I'm gonna show you, this is my favorite bag, and now the lighting is gonna get super weird. This is my favorite bag in my entire collection, hands down. Like, I don't even have to hesitate. If somebody asks me what is my most favorite bag I own, hands down, it is this one. And I don't even know if you guys know about this bag. This is my Chanel reissue, and I think this is the large, or is it the jumbo? I think it's the large. I love this bag. It is navy blue, quilted, and I love the chain on it. It's like a pewter, so it's very understated. And the thing that I love about this bag is, unless you are a Chanel fan, a collector, you wouldn't know this is a Chanel. It doesn't have the CC. It has the old Mademoiselle classic clasp, and to me, this isn't a flashy bag. I just love this bag so much. So it's a flap, and I have the dust bags in there. There's another flap here. You can adjust the straps. And I typically, here it is on me. I don't think I could go any bigger because I'm pretty small. Like, I'm only 5'4", so anything bigger would look weird. But actually, my favorite way to wear this bag is crossbody. I love where it hits me crossbody. So this is it. This is my favorite bag in all the bags you're about to see. It's this one. I remember driving with my mom. We took a trip to City Avenue, the Saks Fifth Avenue on City Avenue in Philly to pick up this bag. I remember speaking to the sales associate for like 2 weeks prior. I was waiting and waiting and waiting for this to come in, and I just love it. I'm sorry that the lighting is going in and out. There's just so many memories attached to this. I was still living at home, and like I said, I worked really, really hard. So to make such a big purchase like this meant something to me. And the one thing with Chanel is they do, and I guess all of these that I have, they don't go down in value, they only go up. And I don't remember what I paid for this one. I want to say, I don't have the receipt, I just have the security tag. I want to say I only paid $2,500. Does that sound right? But nowadays, this is like double that. So these only go up in value. I love the color of this. I love that it's not black or tan. I love it for the fall and winter, but it's blue, so you could totally do it in the spring and summer. It's just a good all year round bag, and this is my favorite. I absolutely love it. So after I got this one, I wanted like a classic, when you see a Chanel, like classic flap quilted Chanel. I forget what kind of leather this is, by the way. This is caviar leather, and it's a silver, and this is the medium large. So this might be the jumbo, or this might be the large. I think the sizing in the styles runs a little bit differently, but this is another like super meaningful bag to me. I just have a lot of really amazing memories attached. So it's black caviar leather with silver hardware. If I did it all over again, I probably would have gotten gold hardware, but I just, like, for the area that we live, I didn't want something really flashy. At the time, I was very young. I feel like I wasn't mature enough to be wearing a gold hardware bag. That might sound weird, but I feel like now, as like a mom, I'm a little bit older, I could rock a gold hardware. But back in the day when I was younger, I just felt like the silver fit me better. It was like more age appropriate. The one thing that was really important for me with this bag is it has this burgundy lining. Some of these don't, and I held out for this one. I remember going back and forth with the sales associate because she had other bags like this that were, I think, black on the inside, and I was very adamant that I wanted this burgundy because of the meaning behind it. The burgundy, something that the nuns wore like back in the day. It represented like the color in the convent that Coco Chanel, I don't know. It was something meaningful. I remember learning about this little pocket here where Coco Chanel would keep her little like secret love messages. But yeah, this, I have a little hair tie in there. This bag still is like an amazing one, and I know it's like one that I will pass down to Addie one day. Then this was an impulse Chanel bag. I was in New York for something, Christmas or something, walked into the Chanel boutique. They had this out. I think it was part of the cruise 2009? 2010 collection, I don't know. I believe this is lambskin. It's the softest one I have, and this really beautiful chevron. I actually tried to sell this at one point, but I was holding out for the price and I didn't end up selling it, and I had a bunch of people message me saying like, why are you trying to sell it? You're crazy. And then it really got in my head and I was like, yeah, this is a classic. Like, I've never seen anyone else with this bag or these color combinations, and I think as I've gotten older too, I've just appreciated it more. So this is not going anywhere. But it's a really beautiful beige color. This does have the gold hardware, and the strap is much thinner, and I like that the gold is like a brush gold. It's not a real flashy, shiny gold. And then the clasp is again like this brushed gold. This also, I think, came in like a black, but I loved this color. You can see this distressing here, and the inside is just like cream color. But yeah, so I remember walking in and they had this like on the shelf, and I fell over and the guy was like, there's only, you know, a select number made, da 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 da. I ended up having, I think I ordered it there at the Madison store, but they shipped it to me. If you're new to handbags, this is just a little tip. Your state tax is less than where you are. If you ship it to your house, you just have to pay your state tax. So a lot of times with these bags, a lot of them I bought in Short Hills Mall, some in Beverly Hills. I would ship them to my house because then I'd pay a lot less in sales tax. So that's what happened with this one. I didn't walk out that day with it, but I placed the order and it was shipped to me. And I just always remember like those days when I knew the shipment was coming. It was like Christmas morning. So I don't know what the style of this is called, but I just love the chevron detail. There's a little mark here. But one thing with lambskin, and why I probably will never have another Chanel lambskin bag, is just because it's so delicate, sensitive to different fabrics and scratches and things, and it shows everything. But this is just such a beautiful bag, and again, you can wear it double strap or single strap, or I really like to wear it crossbody. The last Chanel I have, I do have a little wallet on chain, which you'll see in an upcoming video when I compare it to Gucci, but this is my most recent Chanel purchase. I purchased this 2 years ago when Dan and I went to LA. I was not shopping for a Chanel bag, but I just went in, I was just browsing, and ended up speaking to the sales associate. I was telling her some things that I would like to see, or that I would be interested in, and so she was getting to kind of know my style, and she actually brought this bag from the back. She said it was the only one. I have a whole video about this, I'll link it below, but I just love the color, and I love that it's a boy bag, and again, I like the understated color of these chains. Like a really beautiful like mushroom taupe, and then this on here is like an aurora borealis, like almost like rainbow. I do desire another boy bag, maybe something a little bit bigger than this one, but I love the size, I love how structured this is, and it's a beautiful little crossbody bag. But like I said, I would like something in the boy style, maybe a little bit bigger. Those are all the Chanel. I'll show you, oh no, I lied, I have one other one, I forgot this one. My Chanel Duvel, which is blown out. Here we go. And I have another whole video on this one. I will link in the description box below. As much as I love this bag, do not regret it. It is a very heavy bag, which I was not expecting, but it's very different than anything else I have. I love it as a little tote, a mom bag. I love the colors of it. Just love this like beigey colors. And this is the first Duvel that they've done with gold hardware, and this is the only shiny gold hardware that I own from Chanel. So that is all of Chanel. Save Louis Vuitton for the end to show you some random odds and ends. This is the Henry Bendel brunch tote. Oh my gosh, I remember I have a whole video on this one as well. so many of you bought this bag, and it was one of those bags where I was getting messages and emails for months, even a year after I shared that video, asking me if there was any way I could help them get their hands on this bag, or if there was any way I knew to get this bag, and it wasn't. It was gone. This, I love the style of it. I have another Stella & Dot bag in there. I love the style of it. I love that it's kind of like a bucket bag like my Neverfull, but it's a top handle bag. It's just a beautiful bag, and sad, Henry Bendel's like going out of business, so I will have this bag forever. I just love the stitching. I love the color. I love that it's structured. It's so unique. I've never seen anyone else with this bag. I know a lot of you got it when I shared it in that video. And then I have a Miu Miu bag. And I blame this one on Lollipop26. My girl Laura, buy now, blog later. She, I think, had this bag, or maybe in a different color, fell in love with it, ended up going to Short Hills Mall and ordered it. And I love the color. It's this beautiful like blush mauve. It's one of those bags that has just became trendy, like this color. The same with the black cherry. Like, who would have thought my two favorite colors? Like I got these so long ago when my tastes were so different back then. But I don't remember the name of this Miu Miu bag, but it's so unique. The dust bag is pink too. It's a big bucket bag. It does have a strap, so you could do a crossbody or shoulder bag, but I love the top handles, and I just love the look of this. I love that it's like super slouchy and has all this detail of like gold hardware. I love the gold with the mauve. I'm so sorry, you guys, about this lighting. It's annoying. So I just love the color of this, and this is another bag that regardless will always have in my collection. I just love this color, and I don't think a lot of other handbag companies do this color so well. I feel like Miu Miu just nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. I feel like other companies that try to do like pink or blush, they end up being too pink or too nude. This is just perfect. Hashtag nailed it. This was a special bag too. This is the burgundy Sunday bag from Stella & Dot by their Covet line. They don't sell this anymore, but they have this bag in a beautiful olive green, and it's a burgundy suede. It has a shoulder strap, but I love this. It's slouchy. This is really special to me because it was one of the first Covet bags that we ever did, and I love the color of it, and it's just really special, so I wanted to share that. If you haven't clicked out now by now because of the lighting situation, then I love you. So, Louis Vuitton, last three. So, first we gotta talk about the Neverfull, and I often get asked what size I have. This is the MM, and I love it. It's the perfect size for me. I feel like the GM would be huge on me. I'm only 5'4", I'm pretty short, small frame, so this is the perfect size for me. I don't think I would wanna go any bigger. Any smaller would just be weird. But this is my go-to bag. I told you my Chanel is my favorite bag, but I feel like this is my most worn, most reach for. I've used this so many times to travel. I've used this so many times as a mom bag for when the kids were really little, and even now. I love it as a catch-all, super dirty on the inside. Just a testament for like how much this bag has been through and seen. The patina on it is amazing. I absolutely love the color. Love this bag. I think when I bought it, I paid $640 for it, under $700, and now I think it's like $1,200 or $1,400. Granted, it does come with a little pouch, but this is one of those bags that will never ever go out of style, and it's a bag that I feel like I compare a lot of other bags to, like the Chanel Duvel tote. I think the one thing that really makes me love this bag so much is the straps. They are so thin, they are so comfortable, and no matter how much you have in this bag, it never feels uncomfortable. It doesn't leave indents in my shoulders. It's just a really comfortable bag. If there's one bag I'd ever recommend from Louis Vuitton, it would be the Neverfull. And for me, the size MM is perfect, but I think it depends on your size frame. And then we have the Speedy Gonzalez. This is the Speedy 30. I have it in the Damier Ebene. This is an iconic bag too. I think I got this bag for under $700 as well, and I'm not sure what these are going for now, but I know they're up there. It's red on the inside. There's one little stain at the bottom there. These now come with a crossbody strap, and this is one of those bags where I think I'll always want to own a Speedy bag, but I don't love the this print. I don't love the Damier Ebene print anymore. I'm just a monogram girl. Monogram all the way. Monogram to me is so classic, and this, like, I'm just kind of over it. I think in a small leather, like in small leather goods, like in a card case or a coin purse, I wouldn't mind it. But in a big bag like this, I don't know. It just feels really dark to me. I don't really wear a lot of brown, and it's one of those bags that I want to reach for, but when I do, I don't get excited by it. And I honestly can't say that about any of these other bags I just showed you. Every time I reach for any of these other bags, I like have a thrill, an excitement to carry them, and I just don't feel it with this. So I would love to maybe swap this for a different print, maybe a monogram. I would do a monogram. My unicorn bag though, my forever bag that I like will own one day, but I just need to find one, is the Speedy watercolor. It's white, it has like pink flowers all over it, and it's so super old, and I've come so close so many times to buying one like on Fashion File or somewhere else, and I just couldn't justify the price for what they were going for, so I haven't. But if I ever landed that bag, I would get rid of this one in a heartbeat. As far as the Damier Azur print, I have that in a few small leather goods. I had it in the Hobo. You might remember I had a whole video on it. I sold it on my Poshmark, I think. Or I don't think I listed on Poshmark, but then I ended up selling it like through PayPal to one of you guys. I'm not a Hobo girl. Like, I can't do a one shoulder strap anymore. I need to either have a top handle or a crossbody or a tote, like long straps. Couldn't do it. And the other thing is, I think it's more of a summery print, the Azur. If you live someplace where it's warm all year round, yes, go for it. But for me, living in the Northeast where it's freaking cold, fall and winter, I felt weird bringing out a light bag, and furthermore, that one tends to show more dirt. So I don't think I'll ever own another Azur bag, but that watercolor Speedy, I would love for it to be like my summer bag. I love it. This, I don't remember the name of this bag. Do you guys remember? I want to say it's like the Trevally, maybe. Have a video on this one as well. I will link it below. Initially when I bought this bag, I bought it with the rose ballerine, and then I ended up swapping it for the black, and I'm so happy I did. I love the handles on the black so much better than the light handles, and I just think it's more classic. I have this little Lottery charm that I attached that matches perfectly, and this one is one that I actually get a lot of questions about, asked from people saying, do you still have it? Do you still carry it? Hell yeah, I love this bag. And the other thing I really love is the strap that came with it is a monogram strap. It's not just a light like the patina strap. So this is really unique about this bag as well. Yes, I love this bag, and I love that these are like magnets on both sides, so there's extra pouches on the outside, but I like that there's just like a tiny bit of black that shows through, and I love the handles. I can't stress it enough. The handles make this whole bag and monogram, and I primarily wear this as a crossbody bag. So that's that. And then my most recent handbag purchase is the Chloe, which I have a review on the mini Chloe, which I'll link below. I ended up swapping it for the larger, and I switched the color. I feel like this color is just, I get more use out of it. That Maudie Gray is a very unique color to Chloe, and I loved it. It's what initially drew me to the bag, but it just, I feel like it was clashing with a lot of things that I wanted to wear it with, whereas I knew this one would go with everything. So I love this. It's a backpack, has a strap. I primarily wear it as a shoulder strap, especially when I'm with the kids. The idea of having a backpack is great, but I always need something in my bag. I'm always reaching for something, so it's very rare for me to actually keep it on as a backpack, but I do like the option. I've taken this to Dorney Park and parks. It would be great to be hands-free, but most of the time I have the stroller with me, in which case I just hang this off the stroller. So I like that I have the option of it as a backpack, but the thing I love about this bag is that I do have the strap to wear it as a shoulder. If this didn't have the strap and it was just a backpack, I don't know that I would love this bag so much. I really think this strap makes it. But I love this bag. It's beautiful. It's a big bucket bag. And that's it. Like I said, I have a lot of other small ones. I have like a little Balenciaga clutch, my Palm Springs mini backpack from Louis Vuitton. I have the Eva clutch. If you guys want me to do like a small leather goods haul or like smaller crossbody bags, collection, not haul, collection, leave a comment below and I'll film that in a separate video. I really wanted to just show you like my bags. So that's it. This was a long long awaited video. You guys have been requesting it forever. I hope I did you proud. I feel like a lot of you are probably going to be shocked because you probably thought my collection was much bigger than it is. And it was at one point, but I got rid of the Galeriera Louis Vuitton. I'm trying to get rid of my Balenciaga Hobo. I had a Michael Kors, my Tory Burch, like Speedy. I got rid of them, and I'm just, as I've gotten older and I obviously have a family now to care for, it's not all about me and growing my handbag collection. I really wanted to invest in the pieces that I have and love the pieces that I have, and I'm just so proud of this collection. And I'm not somebody that just like buys a new handbag every month, so when I do, it's a big deal. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about any of the bags you've seen here, leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video, bearing with me and waiting so long for me to post it. I really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.